Hello, gaming aficionado! Welcome back to Mr. Whiskers Gaming. Today, I am diving into the steamy battle between Palworld and Pokemon. I will dig out the similarities, differences, and controversies surrounding these two iconic monster-catching games. The fiery reactions of the dedicated fan bases of these highly anticipated games will be uncovered, revealing everything from their gameplay mechanics to visual aesthetics. So, if you're a die-hard Pokemon trainer or a curious Palworld explorer, stay with me till the end to uncover all the juicy details and join the debate on which game reigns supreme in the world of monster-catching adventures. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Palworld is a recently launched game often dubbed as Pokemon with Guns, which has stormed into the gaming scene. Developed by Pocket Pair Incorporated, based in Tokyo, the game entered early access on January 19. Within a mere 4 days, it has already surpassed 6 million copies sold. Currently, Palworld reigns as the most played game on Steam digital distribution platform, boasting over 1.85 million simultaneous players at its peak, marking the second highest peak in Steam's history. Pocket Pair characterizes Palworld as a blend of monster catching, survival, and crafting elements, aiming to deliver a unique experience by integrating mechanics from various genres. Essentially, Palworld combines Pokemon's collection system, Animal Crossing's creature companionship, Fortnite's base building, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild's open world, among other influences. This amalgamation has resulted in a game that exceeds expectations, evident from its overwhelming popularity and enthusiasm of its players. Despite Palworld's genuine excitement, its explosive popularity has led to inevitable comparisons with the iconic Pokemon franchise, with some even suggesting plagiarism. The creatures in Palworld, referred to as Pals, often exhibit a similar level of cuteness to those found in the Pokemon universe. Pals play a significant role in the game's marketing efforts, with the sight of a large teddy bear-like creature unexpectedly launching military-grade missiles from its back proving particularly meme-worthy. Additionally, Palworld's game mechanics bear similarities to Pokemon. For instance, players capture wild Pals using Pal Spheres instead of Pokeballs, and creature information is stored in a digital encyclopedia called a Pal Deck rather than a Pokédex. Battles with other characters and their pals are also common occurrences while exploring the open world. Palworld introduces players to 111 unique pals, compared to the original Pokemon game's 151, each belonging to a different pal type. These types exhibit varying effectiveness against one another, akin to the elemental advantage system seen in the Pokemon series. Now, if we talk about the differences, Palworld is different from Pokemon through its emphasis on additional gameplay mechanics. In Palworld, players delve into base building, crafting, farming, cooking, and resource management, essential elements of any reputable survival game. The game fully embraces these features, reminiscent of titles like Ark Survival Ascended. Players collaborate with their captured creatures to gather resources and craft essential materials, essential for navigating the often unforgiving open-world environment. It also distinguishes itself from the family-friendly tone of the Pokemon series, not only through its firearm-toting creatures, but also through its mature storyline. Many of the pals in Palworld feature Paldex descriptions infused with dark and slightly adult humor. Palworld offers players a rich tapestry of experiences, from delving into mysterious conspiracies to confronting cults and fighting for survival beyond the safety of their homes. As players progress, they'll encounter a diverse array of characters, including security forces, chatty villagers, illicit merchants, gangsters, and even a pal-centric rights group, adorned in long robes and thorny crowns. Palworld harbors a dark undercurrent, with the game subtly hinting at a sinister truth through scattered lore found in journals and notes strewn across the map. It's an immersive journey where players must piece together the puzzle of Palworld's secrets while navigating its treacherous landscapes. You will initially perceive Palworld as a crude imitation of Pokemon due to resemblances in creature design and combat mechanics, a criticism that holds merit. However, delving deeper into Palworld reveals that the developers harbored grander aspirations. Rather than simply labeling it as Pokemon with Guns, a more fitting description for Palworld might be Pokemon, but it matured over the past 30 years. This characterization acknowledges the game's evolution beyond its inspirations, showcasing a depth and complexity that sets it apart in a distinct gaming experience. Since its debut in the mid-1990s, Pokemon has captured the hearts of children worldwide, solidifying its status as a beloved franchise. Over the years, the series has expanded into a cultural phenomenon, boasting a staggering portfolio of over 100 individual games. Additionally, its globally successful trading card game has become a staple in the competitive gaming community. The franchise has also spawned 8 television series, comprising over 1,000 episodes, as well as more than 20 animated movies, including the 2019 live-action film Pokémon Detective Pikachu. With its enduring popularity and expansive multimedia empire, Pokémon continues to enchant audiences of all ages across the globe. Nearly 3 decades later, the once young fans of Pokémon have grown into adults who, for the most part, have moved on to other gaming experiences. Despite occasional tweaks to the successful Pokémon formula, the core principles of each Pokémon game have remained unchanged. A spirited young protagonist embarks on a journey to capture Pokémon and challenge various gym leaders, ultimately striving for recognition as a skilled Pokémon trainer. However, in a surprising turn of events, Palworld emerges on the scene, a game that, at best, could be seen as borrowing elements from the Pokémon formula while injecting these seemingly incompatible elements such as firearms, gritty realism, and survival game mechanics. Despite these apparent disparities, Palworld experiences unprecedented overnight success. The success of Palworld raises questions about whether the Pokémon Company and game developer Game Freak will be spurred into action to innovate within the franchise, which has shown signs of stagnation despite robust profits. However, Pocket Pair, the developer of Palworld, may have hindered itself with the design of its pals, which has become a focal point of online discussions surrounding the game. And what truly makes Palworld stand out is how it integrates different gameplay mechanics seamlessly. It functions as a monster collector/battler, a base-building survival game, and an open-world exploration game all at once. Despite the initial novelty and humor of wielding firearms against Pokemon-like creatures, it adds an extra layer of engagement to combat, making players more actively involved in battles. Similarly, watching pals engage enemies in real time adds to the immersive experience, whether you're facing human opponents or rival monsters. Palworld's base management mechanics, while relatively straightforward, serve as an entry point for players who may not typically gravitate towards survival games. Moreover, the game offers an extensive range of difficulty options, allowing players to tailor their experience according to their preferences. Whether it's removing disliked elements, reducing penalties, adjusting timers, or cranking up the difficulty for a hardcore challenge, Palworld provides ample customization options. Plus, the game offers a sprawling world for players to explore with friends, allowing them to establish multiple bases across the landscape. Future updates promise to introduce features such as raiding, exploration, and eventually, player versus player combat, enhancing the cooperative and competitive aspects of the gameplay experience. But Palworld does have its shortcomings. Despite the enjoyment of exploring the monster-filled open world, it's clear that the game is unfinished. Large areas lack content, and dungeons feel repetitive. The game also lacks the depth of story and personality found in traditional Pokémon games. Nevertheless, these flaws seem minor when compared to the overall enjoyment Palworld provides. Its current content is engaging enough to overlook its unfinished aspects. The most pressing issues are technical, such as pals getting stuck and experiencing starvation or injury. Addressing these technical issues should be a priority for future updates. While Palworld may not be designed for the same level of longevity as Pokémon in its current form, its remarkable success in drawing an astonishing player count sets it apart as one of the most impressive achievements of the past generation. The future of Palworld hinges on Pocket Pair's ability to rapidly scale up its team to address issues and introduce new content. Whether or not they can accomplish this remains uncertain. Nevertheless, even if my time with Palworld were to end tomorrow, I would still view it as a significant triumph and a thoroughly enjoyable experience. In summary, Palworld draws from Pokémon, but stands out with action-packed gameplay and stunning visuals. Despite being newer, it quickly gained a large player base. Its future success depends on addressing technical challenges and introducing fresh content. Compared to Pokémon, Palworld offers a refreshing take on the genre, with its blend of action and survival mechanics. While Pokémon has a rich history and fanbase, recent titles have faced criticism for stagnant gameplay. Palworld's innovative approach solidifies its position as a noteworthy contender in the gaming industry. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey through the worlds of Palworld and Pokémon. I hope this video has provided valuable insights and helped you make an informed decision about which game to dive into next. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts and experiences with these iconic franchises. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Gamer Mr. Whiskers for more exciting gaming content. Until next time, happy gaming!